that's really the niche for us, is teaching the brain science behind why all of these theories work. Most people will teach you the theory. We teach you the theory as well as the practical, and then we back it up with brain science. Hey, fellow humans, welcome to the Virtual Presentation Skills Podcast. I'm Kimberly, your host, and this is the show where we mix professional wisdom, a dash of humor, and a lot of really cool brain science. We are on episode 113. Woohoo! I know that doesn't seem like a lot for some of you, but for somebody that is new to this industry, that feels like a lot. We are rocking and rolling with this podcast, and we are having so much fun. And today we would typically be in our rotation for work from anywhere, but I'm going to take a side squirrel a little bit and share with you what I know about AI. I have been immersed in AI, I would say the last 6 weeks. No, we've been using AI tools for I don't know, a couple years now. But the last 6 weeks, I discovered this app builder called Base 44, and I have been building apps for clients like crazy. It's insane how fast you can build an app to not only run your business, but also monetize your business. So reach out to me on LinkedIn if you want more information there. If we're a first connection, guess what? I'll build one for you for free. Okay, but let me stay on track here. Let's get started with some of the cool ways people are actually using AI to enhance their presentations, no matter where they are. You could be traveling, you could be at home, you could be in a corporate office. There's so many different ways, and I'll just run through a lot of these for you and hopefully spark some creativity in your own mind. I have used AI in the past to create a slide deck, for example. I was blown away with how quickly AI can generate the slide decks and convert documents and take notes and turn transcripts, for example, into slide decks. It's absolutely insane. Now, the one thing I know for sure is if you don't have a human to manage the AI, it's going to take a long time, quite frankly, to train your super AI agent. Now, again, I've been working with these AI tools for several years, but really immersed with these tools in the last year and especially the last 6 weeks. I think I said this in the previous episode, but I'll just say it again. I looked for about 10 years for somebody to create an app for my small business because I have some really cool products that really help people learn to present or present better, teach them about how to set up their virtual office. We take a really environmental approach to your virtual office. So we don't just teach you body language or fashion or lighting. We take a look at the entire environment, including your bandwidth speeds. We do a mic check and several different tech checks before we get started. Now, don't get me wrong, I am still very passionate about webinars, but webinars have become so simple and easy to create on an individual basis. We have pivoted a bit in the industry, and we are still being hired for webinars, no doubt, because we do it really, really well. But a lot of people are more interested in what's next, what's beyond the webinar, and what types of tools are available. So another way to use AI, and I would check this, but script writing has become much more popular. Now, again, you've got to train your agents, your super agents, whatever AI you're using to do or not do certain things when they're writing your scripts or when they're creating your speaker notes. There are some little nuances that if you know what you're looking for, you will look at somebody's post and say, oh, yeah, that was written by AI. So it's really nice when you're able to train the AI to answer like you, to respond like you, to sound more like you, not just some stiff robot. It actually ends up sounding like you when you put in the time to train your AI agents. Now that's, writing speaker notes, like I mentioned, that's a really daunting task for one person to create all of the speaker notes and the opening remarks and the transitions between slides. Yes, it can be done. I've done it for years, but now I can complete these tasks in minutes. And then I can focus on what I really love to do, and that is help you figure out how to present the best 2D version of your 3D self. And I do it really, really well. And if you take a moment, if you hear something in any of these podcasts that just lights your brain on fire, if I've helped you in any way, or you just want to connect just for fun, then like this podcast, share it, comment. Gosh, we love interacting with all of you and hearing your crazy virtual presentation stories and what happens when you're in a remote office versus a corporate office in downtown, whatever city you're living in. Anyway, I just love all of the stories, and I love hearing how our training programs and coaching programs really change and help you grow as a professional presenter. If you have not joined us for a group virtual office audit, now is the time. virtualofficeaudit.com. We have training programs listed through June of this year, and the new training programs for June through December, or I should say July through December, will be posted soon. I am hoping to have those posted by Friday this week. So you'll have a lot more opportunity for different training programs. Now, there's other details. I'm really passionate about unwords, right? As a matter of fact, I created a product called 1 Minute Voice Magic. And guess what? I already have an app for that as well. These apps are just absolutely insanely simple to create, and businesses are making money. They're making extra money. And, imagine if you could just make an extra 2,500 a month, an extra 10 grand a month, or even for large businesses, saving the productivity in their teams. And then the team members get to really shine with what they love to do. We can create an app for anything that helps you in your daily life, whether you are a corporation or you are an individual who's looking to go rogue and maybe start a business, do something crazy like that. So anyway, we do work a lot on words, confidence, timing, pacing, timbre, tone, inflection, prosody, just all of the different elements of your voice. That really lights me on fire. But the apps that I'm building are actually really helpful because the AI can give you an assessment first, and we don't need to charge a lot of money for that. Some of the apps we're putting out are free. Some of them are starting at $17. It's very inexpensive. And then you can join the group programs if you want to be part of a larger group. And then we have the enterprise training programs as well. And oh my goodness, we're having so much fun. So there are some of the AI that are teaching camera presence and virtual setup, and I think that's fantastic. But again, we take an environmental approach to your background, cleaning up your background, getting you in the proper frame, making eye contact. Oh my gosh, let me just hashtag end the nose madness. I'm so crazy. It makes me so crazy when I see people logging in nose first. It's awful. Okay, just take a moment. Is that you? Come on, admit it. Do you know what you look like on camera? Well, most people don't before we start talking. And then we have some really interesting conversations. And it's just all a learning curve because I was there when I started at WebEx years ago. I had no idea what I was doing. No idea. And the learning curve was pretty steep for me. But once I caught on to what makes sense in the mind of my audience, it was a no-brainer. And that's really the niche for us, is teaching the brain science behind why all of these theories work. Most people will teach you the theory. We teach you the theory as well as the practical, and then we back it up with brain science. So, woo, pretty cool. Anyway, there are apps that you can use for real time captions, and they can be created for accessibility. This is one part I love because there are so many tools that can help folks that are deaf or, maybe even just hard of hearing. If people have sight problems, not necessarily completely blind, but I mean, there are products that can help with that as well. And the comprehension goes up and the learning curve isn't quite as steep. And there are so many tools we can build in to whatever app you're looking for, whether it's translation. We can translate these podcasts real time in lots of different languages. I'm just finding that out. And I have worked with a couple of people that have translated their podcasts into other languages. And, it's not perfect. There's some editing that needs to go on. But once you have your voice avatar trained, a lot of that goes out the window because the AI learns how you speak and how you gesture and how you comment and where those nice, beautiful inflections are in your voice when you're speaking. There are also ways we can tap into audience engagement and interaction. And that is one of my passions, right? I think you probably know that if you know me. If you don't, well, you'll know it now. A lot of clients over the years, after the last 22 years owning this business and 25 years in this industry, we have had most clients come to us with about a 15 to 20% engagement rate. And you can read lots of our reviews. I think we've got well over 100 or probably 200 reviews at this point online. And they will tell you the same thing. Oh, well, I didn't know how to use a poll or create a quiz, or they didn't understand what discussion prompts are. Analyzing the audience questions, that's really a key to learn what's going on with your audience and being able to analyze on the spot. You can summarize chat activity in minutes. And I mean, you can have thousands of people in one event and you can summarize their chat activity in just minutes. We couldn't do that before. We've never been able to do that before about a year ago. And making recommendations for when to pause and when to interact. Now, I can take your slide deck and listen to you for about 5 minutes, and I can tell you exactly, without a doubt, what you need to improve. And pausing, using that pause for interactivity to create a little sense of, ooh, what is coming next? There is an art to that type of speaking. Now we can analyze your video, maybe a 10-minute video, in just minutes and give you feedback on what you need to improve and how you need to improve. So we're seeing a lot more interaction with chat and Q&A support with apps, the meeting summaries and follow-ups. I know a lot of people are using the little AI bots that are connected to whatever service you're using. And I personally love mine. I use the one that is native to Zoom, but I also use Otter and love them both for different reasons. And repurposing your content from white paper to webinar. A lot of people are still not getting it because you can't just white paper to webinar. There's a lot that you need to do to the content to make it thoughtfully repurposed. We're seeing a lot of video editing and creating highlights. So you can generate clips in, 2 minutes. And you can have, 10 or 15 clips that are done really, really well as far as I'm concerned. I'm getting better with Descript. The more I use it all the time. And I love it. You can really, really really personalize your learning and training experiences. And these are some of the examples that we're using. We are creating adaptive quizzes, personalized, personalized recap notes. We have started to create custom practice exercises, which are sometimes determined at the very beginning of the event via the first poll. We ask questions and figure out who the audience is, figure out what their needs are. And on the spot, we're able to create these custom practice exercises because the AI is running in the background and they are simulating different scenarios, doing knowledge checks, and all of this is happening again in minutes. I am just lit on fire by how easy it's going to be for small businesses to monetize their business. I can build a portal for you into your app for your clients that is very customized, and you can put it behind a paywall. I mean, this is just getting crazy simple to do. As a matter of fact, a few weeks ago when I discovered base 44, oh my gosh, my jaw was just on the floor. I felt like my mouth was open so wide most of those days that I was, it was opened wide enough for me to catch a bass in my mouth. That's a fish, by the way, if you didn't already know that. And my boyfriend kept saying, what is wrong with you? What's going on with you right now? I was just kind of walking around in this state of being stunned that this could be this easy. I kept saying, no way, no way, no way. This is not this easy. It cannot be this easy. It cannot. There's got to be a catch. What's the catch? Well, there is no catch. You can summarize survey results. You can identify buyer trends, buying psychology. You can create competitor analysis. Well, I created one. I created a super AI agent that is a competitor analysis portal. So I scheduled it. It pings anybody that the AI deems could potentially be a competitor. And there really aren't very many because my niche is marrying the brain science to the presentation skills, which now includes apps. And I'm building the brain science into the apps that I'm creating for clients. But you can find anomalies in patterns and turn analytics into a presentation narrative, again, in just a couple of minutes. Imagine going to some of those meetings that are board of director meetings, they're high-level executive meetings, and you are presenting. Well, now you can role play. You can have AI create the presentation for you. And I always go back and just double check it just to be sure that the information is correct because the AI is not perfect. I think it'll get closer to perfect the longer you spend training it, but it's not perfect. So there will always need to be humans for those particular jobs. And honestly, I feel like AI is going to give our workforce the opportunity to shine. I just don't see AI taking away that many jobs. And I know some people are probably going to throw a rotten tomato at me. But my story is I had to pivot. I've had to pivot with the industry over the last 22 years. And if I didn't learn a new skill that my clients or my employer needed, why would they continue with me in that position? So I've had to pivot over and over and over and over again. And I'm pivoting now. And it feels a little bit uncomfortable, but it feels really comfortable to create and design apps that can help you monetize your business. And who knows, maybe I'll just end up building another team and we'll change focus with everything webinar. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But anyway, those are just some of the cool ways people are using AI, and especially in what I didn't mention was webinar production and event support. So brainstorming different topics and ideas has been really fun. Having AI completely create your registration page copy in minutes, designing your promotional emails, reminder emails, your moderator scripts, speaker bios, all of this is done in hours and maybe just a couple of days instead of weeks. It would have taken me weeks to get all of these details in order. And you might know I have checklists for just about everything. I mean, we have go live presenter checklists, we have host, producer, moderator checklists. I mean, we're really, really thorough and we follow a very clear and simple structure in order for our clients to be successful. So a lot of this is happening very quickly. It does not cost as much as it used to build a webinar for you. It really doesn't. I mean, we were always really competitive with our pricing anyway, but now it's even better and we can make you look really, really cool. Let's see, what else have we got here on the list? I see a few different ways. Automated admin and project management. I'm definitely using that almost every time now I record a podcast. I am toying with the idea of attaching a free download for whatever it is we're working on that particular week. And, from a graphic arts perspective, it would take me hours, maybe even a full day just to design one flyer. And, I'm not a graphic artist. I have, pretty good vision and taste for colors and shapes and the way things come together, but I'm certainly not a professional. Well, what I'm producing now looks ridiculously professional. It's just crazy. So anyway, I hope that you are having a little bit of fun with AI. If you are really just scared, afraid, and you fall into that bucket, schedule a quick call with me. You can find me on LinkedIn, and I can probably put your mind at ease because I just went through this process with my own business, and I would just love for everybody to have access to this information so that you can see how simple and easy it is. And you know what? If you can log into online banking, yeah, most of us do that, right? If you can log into email, there's another one right there. It really is that simple to log in to your app and get it connected so that it's performing your tasks for you. Like, for example, right now, I just dictate, I'd like to schedule a meeting with Joseph next Wednesday at 2 p.m., and I'd like it to be a Zoom call. Well, because my Outlook is connected, my Zoom is connected, it's done. It's done. And then the AI gets back to me in, I don't know, less than a minute and says, great, Kimberly, here's your meeting. Here's your Zoom login. I invited Joseph and we're good to go. Unbelievable. So anyway, I know we were supposed to be focused on work from anywhere this week, but these are just some of the ways that you can work from anywhere and use these AI products. And we have got lots of different products, and I'll try to get those into the show notes today because we've got a lot more affiliate links for microphones and ring lights and ideas for your background and a lot of different products that we are starting to believe in and starting to list on Amazon. Anyway, oh my gosh, this has just been a joy to spend time with you. I so very much appreciate your time and your attention. I know it's very valuable and I would love to help. So reach out to me. I am on Facebook, LinkedIn. I think I'm on, Instagram under Virtual Engage. Facebook is Kimberly Gilbert, KimberlyGilbert, and the same handle on LinkedIn. I look forward to meeting you in the next episode where we go live from the waist up.